So guys, I want to finish off, and Roger's got a beautiful technique that he taught me years ago called a future vision. So that's where you go into the future and you look back and you're very grateful for what you created. So I want to finish off with both of you. Just a very quick answer. It's 2030. I remember back 12 years ago, I was in some room in some fancy club in London, and someone, I did something then 12 years ago that had a big impact on my life for the next 12 years. What is the one thing that either of you would do? You're back, in 2030, you're looking back and you're grateful because you did that one thing that got you to where you want to be.
I realized that I have the power to act, that I am not powerless, that my anxieties are fine, my fear is okay, they are tools for understanding my actions, but that I can move in the direction that fulfills my potential. And as long as I can do that every day, I know I will end up navigating towards it, not the path that is predestined in any way, but that the renewal of this effort brings about and builds. I will end up in a place where I can in 2030 look back and say, wow, that was a great journey.
One of the things I do as an exercise, the future vision exercise, is I think, okay, when I'm 150 years old and I'm speaking to my great-grandchildren and they're saying, what did you do during that time when everything was in the balance, is it going to work out or not? As I imagine what I would be saying at that point I'd be doing. So 2030 is the end point of the current 17 United Nations global goals, where the United Nations, through crowdsourced citizens around the world, came up with these 17 different goals to end poverty, to provide education for all, healthcare for all, equality from women to racial equality. I mean, like everything. It's like, this is solve it in the next 12 years. And when I quit architecture, so I was studying architecture, and I became an entrepreneur, which was when I was 18 years old, it was because of a guy that I read who was an architect himself, called Buckminster Fuller. And he said, we're in the final exam because all of the biggest challenges in the world are distribution challenges that technology can solve. So everything like, poverty is not because there isn't enough money, it's just not distributed well. Or like hunger isn't because there isn't enough food, it's just not distributed well. He says, but we've already got this in the 60s, we've already got enough technology to solve all those problems. So why haven't we solved them? And he says it's because human consciousness has not got to a point where it can harness that technology, and technology keeps on doing exponentially. So we got to figure out how to actually improve our consciousness exponentially as well, so that we can harness that technology. Because if we do, we'll pass the exam, we'll solve all the world's problems. But if we don't, technology will keep on going like a runaway train, and it will eventually destroy us. And so it's the final exam. There's no more after this. So that kind of just gave me such shivers in terms of like I'm living at a time where how can you not do something when you hear that? One of the things he gave as a solution was something called the World Game. The World Game was an idea of making the world work for 100% of humanity, and it was by making it fun, making it collaborative, and using technology to do it. And everyone thought that was a great idea. They said, right, Bucky, how do we do it? And then he died and didn't tell anyone. So for the next 50 years, no one actually played the game. We're launching that game this next month. So for the 6 months, from the 10th of June to the 10th of December, we have the World Game played by over 70,000 people around the world, all of them entrepreneurs, all of them measuring impact, via our app and by having, city meetings, including here in London, every single month, saying, here's how I'm improving my business, here's how I'm increasing my income, here's how I'm increasing my impact. We track all of it. We have rankings by city, we have rankings by different industry, we have rankings by, we make the whole thing fun, collective, we have kids playing it as well, and we have so many people stepping up to be part of this. So in terms of what's the one thing this year that I'm going to remember in 12 years' time, is the fact that we are at T-12. 2030, we've got 12 chances to play the game. We can improve on it every year. It starts now, let's double down and keep doing it every year as well. And a large part of what we're doing with both Migrate, a large part of what we're doing with our accelerated programs here in London and so on, is giving everyone a chance to increase your ability to create income and increase your ability to give it away, like your ability to make an impact in the world. So that's the big thing we're doing this year, and I'm super excited because I know a lot of you in this room are also part of that already. And I really believe that it's going to be collectively us working together that we're going to be able to solve all of those challenges.